Hate is such a strong word. I love my Tesla.
And then it starts wigging out and beeping at you saying, car alert, you're gonna crash.
The awful stench in the car.
I think it uses the cameras to say, oh, he's carrying a bunch of crap right now. Yeah, watch this. We're not gonna unlock the car for him. We're gonna make him look like a moron in public. That's a good tip.
What's up, YouTube?
Welcome back to LockettTech.
Welcome back.
That's right, we're back. We are very sorry, guys. We know we took a little bit of a hiatus there from our normal posting schedule.
A bit of some craziness.
Yeah, just a little bit. So after the whole Traverse accident and the MacBook debacle, we ended up having to take a little bit of time to get some things situated. But guess what? We're back and we're better than ever, baby.
What on earth was I gonna say after that?
So today, we are back with another good video for you guys. Today, we're gonna talk about the 5 things we hate about our Tesla Model Y.
Hate is such a strong word. I love my Tesla. The 5 things that we dislike, be aware of.
Yeah, hate is a really strong word because we really do like it.
Yeah, I love my Tesla.
And we would never
but there
trade
are
it.
some annoying things about it.
So this is 5 things that we think you guys should be aware of. You should just know about it before you go and you buy one. If we miss something, if there's something that your Tesla does that drives you nuts, let us know in the comments below. So
let's get into it.
Let's jump right into it, guys.
So number 1 on our list is just recent, but safety's always been a priority for Tesla. And all of a sudden recently, the safety is way over the top. I will be driving with nothing around me and all of a sudden the car is beeping at me and giving me an alert on the screen that's telling me to take the wheel or telling me take control now. I am in control. I'm holding the wheel. So I don't understand some of these random alerts that are coming up. It's again a safety issue. So I get why Tesla's doing it. I find it since the last update, I'd say, is when it started, but it's super annoying.
For me, we'll just be driving along and then all of a sudden I'll get an alert when I'm coming up on somebody who's like got their turn signal on and they're getting ready to like turn into a store or something like that. And I'm cruising along, and because I'm not braking, because I can see I have enough room where if I just let off the accelerator and let the regen braking slow me down, I'm gonna be fine and this guy's gonna turn and I can keep going straight. Well, the Tesla doesn't like that because I'm not braking, and then it starts wigging out and beeping at you saying, car alert, you're gonna crash. It's so much more often, I feel like, since the last software update.
I just don't want it to affect my driving record on screen because I'm gonna have a better driving record than him. That's my goal.
I'm sure some of that has to do with the full self-driving safety scores and stuff like that, and they kind of want to be a little more strict with that. But we don't have full self-drive. Right. We don't have a safety score. There's no reason we should get all those crazy wigged out alerts all the time for every little thing. It drives me nuts. And if it's late at night, it just wakes up the entire car.
And sometimes it breaks for you.
Phantom braking too, that's another part of that as well, because so yesterday we were in Hershey Park and on the way back, I put it in autopilot and I maybe 3 times within 10 minutes, all of a sudden we're driving, there's nobody on the road around us. Like you can't even see any headlights anywhere. And then all of a sudden it starts braking for us. That safety stuff is sometimes a little over the top, but
it's safety.
That's right. So this second one is actually probably like my number 1 thing that drives me nuts. So I guess that this is more of a problem for the Model Y and the Model 3 because the S and X come with a normal key fob that you would have for a normal car to unlock it. But the Y and the 3, you use your phone to unlock the car.
Which I love, but it annoys him.
Well, it's a really nice, convenient feature. I mean, you do have the normal key card, and that's kind of the standard way to get in and out. But the 3 and the Y give you the option to add your key card to your phone, to make your phone a key card to get in and out. When you want to get in your car, you just walk up to your car recognizes that you're right here, and then all of a sudden it unlocks. Like you'll see the side mirror start to fold out and you can just get right in. It's super convenient. You don't have to like dig in your pocket for anything. You just walk right up and you get right in. However, occasionally you'll walk up to your car, you'll have stuff in your hands. It always happens when you have stuff in your hands, like coffee or whatever. You go to open up the door and all of a sudden it's not recognizing that you're right there. And the only way at that point to get it to open is if you actually take your phone out and you turn your phone on, and then all of a sudden it'll recognize it and unlock the car. It's a super pain if you have your hands full with stuff and now all of a sudden you have to shift everything around to get your phone out of your pocket. I do know some people actually won't even use the feature because of the fact that it doesn't work 100% of the time. But I feel like if it's a cool, convenient feature, it should work all the time, not just like 95%. I think it uses the cameras to say, oh, he's carrying a bunch of crap right now. Yeah, watch this. We're not gonna unlock the car for him. We're gonna make him look like a moron in public.
This one is my least favorite, and my poor 13-year-old was getting the brunt of my upsetness with this one. So a couple months into owning the car, I'm on humid days or rainy days, and man, did this car smell. Well, at that point I hadn't made the connection, and I was blaming my 13-year-old who sometimes leaves his smelly cleats, his smelly shoes, and his smelly socks in the car. So you get into the car, still, because somebody hasn't fixed it yet, so you get into the car, and sometimes it really stinks. Doesn't take long. I use this little Febreze from the grocery store, put it right up on the dashboard, and about 10 seconds later, the smell is totally fine. What we found out is that this is a very common problem in the Tesla.
I do find it very funny though that Tyler got blamed all that time. Now, there is a permanent solution that you can do, which we are gonna come out with a video all about this. The fine company in Tomei makes a great solution to fix this problem. This is a HEPA air filter system that will fix the problem altogether for you. You literally just switch out the air filter, but you put in one of these HEPA ones. Now, Tesla also makes HEPA air filters themselves, but they're like triple the cost, and Tomei's work just as well and for just as long.
I'm just waiting for the install to test it out.
That's kind of the issue here. When Tesla designed this car, they didn't make it an easy process to go ahead and change out the air filters. You actually have to take apart like the entire glove box assembly, and it's all down there, and it's not the world's easiest install. It's not like popping the hood and just taking it out and putting a new one in. I have been kind of dragging my feet on this one a little bit, but
stay tuned because he's gonna do it soon.
Yeah, somebody's getting a little grouchy over here about it. We have prioritized it. We're gonna make a video about it to show you guys the step-by-step tutorial on how to do this yourselves. We'll include the link to the Tomei HEPA air filters as well.
In the meantime, get yourself a little Febreze thing, and also set your car, because if you do have it set for a 7 a.m. start or whatever time you leave, I have noticed that the smell's gone by the time I get in the car on my Monday through Friday work days. So that is another bonus.
That's a good tip. Real quick, guys, we just wanted to take one quick minute to say thank you.
Thanks, everybody
Who purchased one of our Panel Gap t-shirts. I gotta say, I was absolutely impressed with how many people actually bought them. Thank you so much. They're really a great shirt.
Super comfy, soft. I love them.
They don't shrink. Trust me, we spent a lot of time making sure that the t-shirt itself was proper. If you guys want to get one for yourselves, just jump over to LockettTech.com, click the merch button up at the top, and you can go ahead and order some of our stuff. But thank you so much. Everybody who has bought one, we promise you all the money that we raise from our merch shop goes right back into the production of the channel. Thank you so much, guys. LockettTech.com if you want to get your own. Coming in at number 4 is one of like the pluses and the minuses of owning a Tesla, and that's the limited range. It's very convenient to charge up, don't get me wrong. There are Tesla...
It is easy to charge, but you have to be aware.
Yeah, there's Tesla superchargers everywhere, and they're really fast, so when you do have to stop, it's typically anywhere between like 10 and 20 minutes that it's gonna take you to stop and charge back up till you can get on your merry way back on the road. So a great example was just yesterday. As I said earlier, we went to Hershey Park for a nice family trip. Now, it was cold up here in eastern PA. Normally, we do this trip to Hershey Park all the time, right? We go there often. You guys have seen that. Well, we go and we know that we're gonna have to stop at Supercharge on the way back. Now, thankfully, Tesla has just installed brand new superchargers at the Dover rest stop, which is like right on our way. Yeah, it literally, we pass it. It's on the PA Turnpike on our way back. So we just get off real quick. We stop for like 10, 15 minutes and we get back on. And it's super easy. It's not inconvenient at all.
Until the cold hit yesterday.
When it's cold, your battery will drain faster. So given how cold it was for our trip yesterday, we got back in the Tesla, and when I go to, put on the directions to make sure we're good to get home and everything, all of a sudden, we now no longer have enough juice to make it to the Dover supercharger. Instead, we had to go like out of our way by
Lancaster we went.
Yeah, it took us like about 25 minutes completely out of our normal path to go and supercharge, which just added to the lengthy drive after a really long and tired day when everybody just kind of wanted to get home.
And we were just surprised. Again, it's a trip we do all the time. We know we can stop at Dover, so we were very surprised as to how much the cold affected our car that day.
Just a little while ago, Tyler and I went to Jersey for a soccer game that he had. It's about like an hour and 20-minute trip. Well, we go, he plays his game. On the way back, we have to stop and supercharge. I just kind of feel like it's a close enough distance that I shouldn't have to stop and charge. Don't get me wrong, Tesla is still the leader in the way of batteries and range ability and things like that, especially when it comes to supercharging and getting charged up really fast and back on the road. I mean, our Tesla is supposed to get 326 miles. I can tell you it definitely doesn't get that much.
No, and we were turning off everything yesterday. We froze, we turned off the heat, we turned off the seat warmers, everybody had to unplug all their charging stuff, and we got there with like 3% battery left. We were sweating it out getting to that charger.
Yeah, range anxiety was real on that one yesterday. You don't get the full amount of miles out of it that it says on the EPA range on the website. You just don't. There's too many factors that play in. The terrain that you're driving on, the temperature outside, your usage.
How fast you're going.
Yeah, there's way too many things on there.
And maybe that'll change the more, I feel like Tesla chargers are popping up more and more. I feel like if it wasn't 25 miles out of our way, it wouldn't have been a big deal. So the more and more chargers I think that get put in, the less that this would affect us too.
Totally agree. For us, we you know, an hour and a half or so is probably the longest that we go. Fairly regularly. Anything beyond that, it's going to be a road trip, and we understand that.
But everything local is still awesome.
Oh, absolutely. And again, we wouldn't trade our Tesla for anything because it's awesome and it's super efficient overall. But, you know, the range...
Just be aware.
It's a blessing and a curse at the same time.
This one is just about Tesla parts in general. So as you know, if you are trying to order a Tesla right now, you are a long ways out. Well, it doesn't change for parts. Tesla parts take a while sometimes to get in. There's also not Tesla dealers all around like there are with Chevy and everyone else. So just be aware that if you need something for the Tesla, there isn't that Tesla dealer to just go to and they have parts in stock. You have to wait. And some people are saying that they have months of waiting for a replacement part, and that can really inconvenience you with your car not being able to work.
Yeah, especially if it's a part that you need for the car to run. I mean, that can put you without a car for a little while. Now, Tesla is good about giving you a loaner in those cases. They will usually make sure that you're covered and you're taken care of. We actually did have a situation where about a few weeks after we had our car, we noticed that there was a bunch of paint that was missing on one of the doors. So Tesla actually offered to bring the car in free of charge. They were going to take the door off. They were going to respray it. But because of how backed up they are with everything, it was like a 3-week process to get that done. But they took care of us. They set us up with a loaner car, and they took care of it. But it's just something to kind of keep in mind, especially if you have like a fender bender or something like that. You could be without your car for months. Just something to kind of keep in mind. Obviously, you want to be careful when you drive. You do that anyway. But just be aware that if it is you run into one of those situations, you could be without your car for a little while. All right, guys, so there you have it. The 5 things that really kind of annoys. I hate to use the word hate, and I know hate is what appears in the thumbnail, but let's be honest, there's a little bit of clickbait in that. Makes you want to click on it. You did, didn't you? But we do think that these are 5 things that you should be aware of. Thanks as always, guys, for watching. Hey, if you found this video helpful at all, if you're thinking about buying a Tesla, do us a favor.
Hit the like button, and if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe. You can get caught up on last videos.
While we were on our little bit of a hiatus, I spent some time going on Skillshare. I took some courses on videography and really stepping up the production value of our videos here for you guys. You're definitely going to make sure to subscribe because we got some new kind of videos that are going to be coming out soon. That I think
bonus videos.
Yeah, I think you guys are going to like them. Some techie related stuff. It's going to be awesome. Thanks as always, guys, not only for continuing to support our channel, thank you for all the messages too. Many of you guys reached out to us during our little bit of a break to make sure we were okay and everything was good. Thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate the love and support.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, seriously, thank you so much. And we will see you next Saturday at 10 a.m. with another one.
See you then.
That did work so well.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back.
You stepped on my line. A phone app. Your phone that I just dropped that I don't have a case on.
I didn't drop mine.
The limited range that you get. That this is what we're dealing with over here. This one is a little sad to not be out here in the video at the moment.
What's up, YouTube? That's not gonna work.
Well, so